A game not... And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for analysis by Stuart Robson. And very much looking forward to bringing you live action from the Liga Portugal. It's Sporting facing Braga.
As is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Moutinho. Now opening things up. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Here's the lineup for Sporting.
Well, in this 4-5-1, as you would expect, it's a very compact back four. A midfield five with a mixture of qualities and a front player who will threaten...
Can he score? And it would have been quite the dramatic moment at this stage of the game.
Yeah, that was the opening, just didn't take it.
Salazar. It's with Moutinho. Promising attack. And running free here. And it's still on. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Kocherashvili. Plenty of support here. But they dealt with the threat posed. Georgi Kocherashvili. Chance to play it in. Can they set up a chance? Well, a textbook interception. Luis Javier Suarez. Interception to snuff out the danger. Salazar. Well, nothing to split the two sides, but this move looks promising. Will it happen for them? And Moutinho with it. It's with Moutinho. Salazar. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Well, it took a touch on the way through, so a corner here. But he's gone short with it. Rodrigo Salazar. Can he do it? Danger building. Shaping to shoot. That is that for the first half here. So they get the second half going here. Jeremiah St. Justa. Kocherashvili. Morten Hjulmand. Could be troublesome. And support available. Well, this could really help the cause. Timely intervention. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. Can they forge ahead? They do! And you've got to say they're good value for the lead. Georgi Kocherashvili. Hjulmand. Suarez. Opportunity here. Well, keeper getting both gloves on the ball. Well, the timing was perfect. Ball one. Giving it a go. In it goes! To square the game! What a contest this is turning out to be! Gomez. And bursting forward. Crossing possibilities. Trying to craft something. And a very good challenge. Morten Hjulmand. Timed it well. Throw in here. Morten Hjulmand. He could pick out a teammate. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. And moving it forward. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Is it going to be? And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations. Hjulmand. And here they come, still pressing for an equaliser. Kocherashvili. Morten Hjulmand. Well, showing good patience. Well, they were very patient, but they no longer have the ball. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. This could square the game. Well, the threat could be there. This could level it. Taking one for the team. Well, this might be their final opportunity to draw level. Now, how about the short corner? Trying to tee it up. Luis Javier Suarez. And there the move ends for now.
Well, that was excellent defending.
And so the final whistle here. The visit. And hello to you from northern Portugal. We find ourselves today here at the magnificent Estadio do Dragão. My name is Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson. And on the menu, live action from the Liga Portugal. It's Porto up against Sporting.
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here. Try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
Sporting using width to good effect. Oh, to take the lead. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. And a look at the starting lineup for Porto.
Well, I think they're going to let the opponents have the ball, invite them on, and then play on the counter-attack.
Decent chance. Well, wide by a hair's breadth. Almost had it where he wanted it. Suarez. Can he find the right pass? Determined defending. Vega. Can he convert? Oh, it's narrowly wide. So unlucky. Hjulmand. Threading it. Oh, credit to the goalkeeper. Fantastic save.
Well, in that situation, that's a really top-class save from the keeper.
Oh, could be. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Doing well to win it back. What can they do from here? And snuffing out the danger. And Perez now. Well, racing past his man. And collected with considerable ease. Morten Hjulmand. Beautifully weighted ball. And nicely parried away.
Well, you have to think they're going to take the lead at some point, because they're really looking dangerous at the moment.
Well, pushing again for a goal, looking full of purpose. Must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming. Steven Eustáquio. Oh, useful ball. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Attacking with vigour, but timely defending when it mattered. Plenty of support here. Real chance. Oh, terrific save. And there's the delivery. Well, off target by miles with that one, and a goal kick will ensue. Morten Hjulmand. A very timely interception. Gabri Vega. Well, they might be able to launch a counter-attack. Oh, they'll be disappointed. It looked promising.
Well, that's how to defend the edge of your box.
And so it is, the first half story has been written. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Eustáquio. Vega. Patience and persistence on the passing front in the name of finding an equaliser. No shortage of excitement. Level again. No wonder they're excited. Very effective pass. Maybe dangerous here. And he's gone into an illegal position, unfortunately. Steven Eustachio. Eustachio. And blocked there. Schulmand. Georgi Kocharashvili. Big opportunity. And a goal it is to put them in front again. No less than they deserve. Well read to put an end to that attack. Sporting regaining possession. Morten Hjulmand. Quick break could be on. This could be troublesome. Well, offside, but a tight call.
Well, that was really close. It was almost the perfect run, wasn't it?
Hjulmand. Can they open them up? I think I spoke too soon. Wasn't the best of passes, finally. Gabri Veiga. High quality defending. Into the final 20 minutes. There to win it back. And disappointing. This could be the equaliser. Oh, crucial interception.
Well, that really did kill the danger, didn't it?
Well, there's defensive solidity for you. Well, sloppy from both sides, you have to say. Suarez. Oh, what an opportunity. And a superb stop.
Yeah, that's really good goalkeeping. Just made himself so hard to beat there.
Danger still on. And terrific goalkeeping. They remain alive here.
Yeah, had he not stopped that, they would be in big trouble now.
Wasteful from Porto. There might very well be late excitement. 5 minutes left, and the margin just 1. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Georgi Kocharashvili. Flag raised for offside. Chasing this game, desperate for a leveller, but nothing comes of it. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. And there And very shortly. And there we have it. The first half is underway. This is the lineup for the home team.
Well, they should be hard to break down because they're set up to defend in numbers. But it's important they don't leave the front too isolated. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult to counter-attack.
How did they let that attack come to an end? Perfect challenge. Eustachio. And the through ball. Camara. And he has options available. But quick thinking defensively. Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, while he's a very good player, he's big...
Chance here, and a goal! 1-0, and what a fast start they've made to this game. And moving the ball forward with genuine purpose here. Camara. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. And the clearance over the byline means a corner.
Yeah, that was fairly emphatic.
So the corner played into the box. Well, a powerful effort, but not threatening the goalkeeper, and he'll be disappointed. The referee spotted the little nick on the way through, so a throw-in coming up. Vega. Oh, I thought they were onto something there. Now, options are plenty. This could be the equaliser. But oh, what? Oh, onto the woodwork. Managed to get it out of there.
Well, still behind here, but only due to some incredible goalkeeping. Surely it's only a matter of time.
Oh, wait a minute. They could well be in. That was going in. Good defending, out for a throw-in. Oh, big opportunity. Well, decent effort, but not troubling the keeper too much. Moving the ball forward, how creative can they be? And the chance slips away.
Well, they certainly got their defensive shape absolutely right there.
So almost at the break here, and not quite going to plan for the home side. Work to do, Stuart.
Well, I've been a little disappointed with their attacking play. It's all been a bit too slow. If they can pass it into their front areas with more quality, switch play quicker, and be more positive in 1v1 situations, I think they'll get back into this.
Oh, Stuart, they could be in here. And a goal! They've added to the lead. Much needed security. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Gabri Vega. Oh, disappointing end to that. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So the second half begins. Who will steal the show? Eustáquio. And Bednarek. Well, the attack looks promising. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Good conditions for the counter. Oh dear, up a dead end. It was promising. Now, who can he play it to? Can he get one back? Super challenge! Wow!
Yeah, that's a great intervention there.
Steven Eustáquio. In possession, Perez. Oh, that's a really good run. Oh, he wasn't necessarily favourite to win that challenge. Vega. And taking it away. And quick thinking defensively. Perez. Steven Eustáquio. Beautiful pass. And flying forwards here. The cross is on. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. Can they take advantage? But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Zaidu Sanusi. Eustáquio. Could be threatening. Magnificent defending. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Throw in here for Porto. Sanusi. Well, the scoreline means they can focus on keeping possession. Well, a good tackle. In possession, Perez. Possibilities for them to counter. Has eyes for goal. Well, a pair of steady hands in evidence. Here's Camara. Ndoye. Camara. Well, this could really help the cause. Can he get one back? He can! And who's to say there's not enough time for them to level matters? It would be quite the story. Gabri Vega. Frustration growing. Can't get the ball. Well, the stoppage time situation. 1 minute here. And that is all for today. Full time here and 3 points picked up. A lot of... So, underway, and we expect intensity, passion, and a few goals for good measure. The initial 11 today for the hosts.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the wingers play today. Will they stay high and wide? Will they come in field and support the centre forward? And how deep will they come out of possession? They're going to be key to this formation.
Here's Kamara. Successfully cut out the pass. High-tempo football. Here's Kamara. Couldn't keep the momentum going. Opportunity here. And a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open. Really good challenge. Can they do it? Well, well, well. How many players would have the confidence to try that? Simply magnificent. Promising attack, but nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Here's Kamara. Good work from Benfica to win the ball back. A really good pass. Well, he knows what he's doing defensively.
That was certainly looking dangerous, wasn't it?
Kamara. It's a neat move. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Pavlidis. Sudakov. Oh, I thought they were onto something there. And given acres of space to attack here. This for the lead. And a goal it is to put them in front again. No less than they deserve. Luca Bacchio. Well, frustration for those waiting in the middle. Holding on to what they have is the priority, apparently.
Yeah, they're certainly enjoying this.
Nicely constructed. Suddenly they have possession. Plenty of support here. Could be. And he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him. And he's having a field day. Kamara. Read that pass all the way, cutting it out. And so it is, the first half story has been written. So underway once again. Who will grab the stage in this second half? Here's Kamara. Danger building. Kamara. Real chance. Committed defending. Couldn't find a teammate. Throw in here. Oh, nice ball over the top. Showing good situational awareness. In a decent position. Well, they know how to pass the ball and at pace. Well, honestly, I didn't mean to jinx them. Just wasn't a very good pass, finally. And teammates around him. Could reduce the deficit. Oh, dear. That moment might come back to haunt them. A bad miss.
You sense that had to go in if they're to turn this around. They simply haven't been at the races today.
And passing it through. Well, it was close, but offside nonetheless.
Well, it's a matter of inches there, but he just went a fraction too early.
Rios. It did look on for them, but not to be. Well, showing good defensive judgment. Rios. Yorhi Sudakov. Decent idea. Chance to get back into it. Oh, a superb save to snuff out the danger. He's driven in the corner. Well, to be blunt, misfiring with the header. Well, he's given us away. Sudakov. Evangelos Pavlidis. Teasing ball in. Well, technically offside, but not by a lot.
Well, that's so tight, isn't it? But on this occasion, he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt.
Ndoi. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Leandro Barreiro. Well, it comes down to the final 5 minutes. Oh, that's splendid play. Well, a textbook interception. Rios. Sudakov. Evangelos Pavlidis. Oh, tremendous vision. Not a huge chunk of added time. 1 minute. Drifting in off the flank. The final whistle has sounded, and football is a game of As football fans. Hello and welcome to a stadium that always produces a lively atmosphere. We're at the Estadio do Benfica in Lisbon. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And gearing up for this pulsating Liga Portugal match. It's Benfica facing Braga.
Yes, thanks as always. We've got two good...
Oh, Stuart, opportunity here. An early goal. It is the ideal opening. Well, it's a decent-looking attack, this. But they took care of the situation defensively. Bacchio. And now with Bacchio. Real chance. And there it is! 2 goals in a matter of minutes. Incredible stuff. Moutinho. Oh, chance! And it's in! This game very much back on as a contest. Sudakov. Promising attack. Yorhi Sudakov. Well, just the tackle that was needed. Bacchio. Showing good situational awareness. Danger building. Sudakov. Bacchio. Super stop.
Well, not only was that brave, it was brilliant anticipation.
Now, who can he play it to? Trying to open up the defence. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Oh, a goal! The equaliser! They've completely changed the equation. And that'll roll through to the keeper. The attack just fizzling out in the end. Well, a good tackle. Moutinho. Can he put them in front? Oh, there it is! Incredible! How about this for guts and courage? Can they see this out now? Barreiro. It did look on for them, but not to be. Moutinho. Oh, this looks useful. Oh, big moment. That is a perfect tackle.
Well, he really did get his team out of trouble there.
Pavlidis. Impressive build-up. An alert piece of defending. Moutinho. Good visualisation and execution. So the whistle then. We're up the halfway. So back underway and an intriguing second half in prospect. Antonio Silva. Leandro Barreiro. It's a neat move. Oh, it's on! Not troubling the keeper. Attack looks promising. Oh, they'll be disappointed. It looked promising. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. Well, a disappointing end to that break. Will it happen for them? And wonderful defending there.
Well, what an important moment that could prove to be.
Decent looking ball. Opportunity. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. Interesting pass. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Real chance. Oh, and that is an audacious chip. Well, he might smile. The goalkeeper has no interest in smiling. Sudakov. Oh, potential danger.
Yeah, lovely slick passing here.
Oh, it might be. Opportunity again. Super challenge. Wow. And into the last 20 minutes. Well, they're moving it around with real purpose here. A fine reading of the situation. Barreiro. On to Lukebakio. And cutting it out. Rodrigo Salazar. It's with Moutinho. He has teammates around him. And that's a corner. Trying to pick out a teammate. That'll be a Benfica ball. Just 10 minutes to go. Effective challenge. Lukebakio. And they've created space. Can he deliver? And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. Trying to deliver it accurately. Promising possession, this. Rodrigo Salazar. Oh, they were in a decent position too. Well, in terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. And there goes the Good call. Good evening and welcome. Ahead of what should be a pulsating night of football. I'm Derek Ray at the microphone, and joining me for match commentary is Stuart Robson. And gearing up for this pulsating Liga Portugal match. It is Braga up against Sporting.
This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
Here's the lineup for Sporting.
Well, it's the same shape and a fairly similar game plan. It will come down to which set of players show the best form today.
Genuine chance. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. And over comes the corner. And a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open. And a free kick here. Could cross it in here. To level matters. Oh, there it is! A back and forth sort of match. Now they're level again. The lead lasted merely minutes. Seemingly no one can stop him. Paulo Oliveira. And they'll be a bit annoyed to have lost the ball. And Sporting looking creative here. And beyond the last defender, offside. Moutinho. Cutting in. Textbook defending inside the box. Kocherashvili. Oh, that's a clever ball. Can he do it? Terrific piece of anticipation. Really good interception. Mangash. Out of play, throw in. Schulman. Well, nothing for them to worry about in the end. Good defending.
Yeah, just snuffed out the danger there. That's a good turnover.
And a lot to like about this attack. Must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming. Smart defending. Morten Hjulmand. Kocherashvili. Oh dear, up a dead end. It was promising. A really good pass. Chance to cross. Will it open up? Fancies it. Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out any sign of danger. And there's the delivery. And a goal to increase their advantage to 2 overall. That little bit of a cushion. Now it's all about keeping the concentration. That is that for the first half here. So the second half underway, and certainly an uphill climb for Sporting here. Kocherashvili. And he read it well defensively. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Moutinho. And firing it. And holds on to it confidently.
Well, those stats back up what we've been watching. It's been a really one-sided game. And it's...
Now hold on, Stuart. They're in here. And fine goalkeeping. Gomez. Well, it's a very attractive passing sequence. Moutinho. It did look on for them, but not to be. Now the counter-attack looks on. Opportunity here. What a save. Let's see about the delivery. Very quick thinking there. Morten Hjulmand. An impressive run. Crossing possibilities. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Might be a chance to break. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Well, that's how to press. Real chance. Can he put it in? Oh, monster intervention!
Oh, he showed great awareness there. That was a vital piece of play.
And what can they do from here? Well, it came to nothing in the end. Georgi Kocherashvili. And that is offside. Salazar. Oh, genuine chance. And that was goalkeeping right out of the top drawer.
It's absolutely remarkable. His reflexes were brilliant there.
Opportunity. In it goes to rubber stamp it once and for all. So the match is restarted, but you do feel that is that. Who wants to make a challenge? Well, racing away here. Oh, did so well to deny him. And he's fired over the corner. Well, not the best clearance. That was going in.
Well, that's how to defend in those situations.
Well, they might be able to launch a counter-attack. Oh, that's a super ball over the top. Well, that challenge was far from clean. And a strong tackle. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. And Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and the fans are pouring into the stadium. The tension palpable. And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And gearing up for this pulsating Liga Portugal match. It's Sporting facing Porto.
Well, this should be a decent game today. Both managers will have a game plan. Both teams have a certain style of play, and both sides will want to start quickly. I'm looking forward to this.
Here's the lineup for Sporting.
Well, in this 4-5-1, as you would expect, it's a very compact back four. A midfield five with a mixture of qualities and a front player who will threaten the space in behind the opposition. It looks a good team to me.
And a look at the starting lineup for Porto.
Well, they're also going to play with a 4-5-1. It's now just a case of which side will play on the front foot and which side will sit deep. It should be an intriguing game, though.
And nobody there to pick him up in the centre. A goal in the early stages. Precisely what they had been planning. Well, using the space really well, you've got to say. But quick thinking defensively. Thoughtful play. Oh, they'll be disappointed. It looked promising.
Well, they made some good decisions there.
Luis Javier Suarez. Trying to connect. It's in. They're looking really relaxed and confident and not giving the opposition much of a look in. Showing good ball control. Kocharashvili. Great ball over the top. It's a corner. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Well, no damage done. Now, who can he play it to? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Suarez. Wonderfully weighted pass. And the decision is one of offside here. And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Georgi Kocharashvili. Well, a good tackle. Could be dangerous. And the flag does go up, offside. Luis Javier Suarez. And in the right position to make sure it didn't go all the way through. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Timely intervention.
Well, the hosts, as you can see, haven't enjoyed the majority of possession. But that won't bother them because when they win it in deep areas, they've got forward with pace and with numbers. It's been a great counter-attacking display.
Yes, really good without the ball. And the all-around performance levels have been high. Well, the shot had just a bit too much elevation. And the fourth official confirming that we'll have one additional minute. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talk. Into the second half then, after a spellbinding first 45 from Sporting. Will we see more of the same in the second 45? Morten Hjulmand. Luis Javier Suarez. Oh, yes! He's going to be proud of that moment. What purity of strike. Caught it absolutely perfectly. Vega. Decides to shoot. And a goal here. There it is. They've done it. And the pass deftly cut out. Eustáquio. To reduce the arrears. Well, they've really turned this into a contest. Momentum now with them. Morten Hjulmand. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Perez. Nicely timed tackle. Quick counter could be on. Well, the threat could be there. And Perez now. Impressive build-up. But timely defending when it mattered. Might lead to a chance. Oh, great attacking play. Top-class defending. 20 minutes to go. And support available. Morten Hjulmand. And the ball back with Porto here. Rather congested in the middle of the park. Thoughtful play. Well, a touch too heavy there. Eustáquio. And Scott to attack. Well, somebody's got to stop him. Steven Eustáquio. Oh, that's a really good run. Real chance. Oh, a goal! What a comeback! Who on earth could have predicted this? Hjulmand. Referee deciding to give the free kick. Now looking dangerous here. If they can finish here, that might be that. Gives it a go. And that is a splendid stop to prevent them from going ahead.
Yeah, had that gone in, it was probably game over. Excellent stop there.
And Sporting can use width to good effect. And the cross into the middle. Oh, they've done it! They forged ahead, and it might be the goal that gives them victory. So the first half begins. Let's see what unfolds. And a look at the starting lineup for Porto.
Well, in this 4-5-1, they're packing their midfield, but the two wide players will almost play as out-and-out wingers. However, it's important that they do get runners from central areas to support the centre forward. That's going to be key.
Released it nicely. Steven Eustachio. Opportunity here. And a goal! They start as they mean to continue. They make the opening statement. Attacking with vigour. Oh, the flag's gone up, and there wasn't much in that. And he has options available. Could be dangerous. They've only gone and grabbed another one. 2 goals in quick succession. Now they have the lead. No wonder they're celebrating. Well, very effective play in possession. An alert piece of defending. Gabri Veiga. Eustachio. Steven Eustachio. Oh, got into position brilliantly. Well, plenty of green space to run into. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Oh, good-looking run. Veiga. Porto have given us away. Now what can they do from here? And teammates around him. And threading it through. Well, it looked like a good ball, but cut out in the end. And Perez now. Moving the ball forward. How creative can they be? Well, disappointing end to the move. Steven Eustachio. Maybe dangerous here. A good and fair challenge. Well, there to intercept.
Excellent reading of the situation.
Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. But quick thinking defensively. Might be onto something. Good ball over the top. Showing a great defensive instinct. Ndoye. In position. Oh, had to stop that one. And there's the delivery. So the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. So underway once again. Who will grab the stage in this second half? Just the challenge that was required. Untidy little passage in midfield there.
At the moment, the passing is sloppy. Neither team have found their rhythm so far.
Excellent pass. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. Well, that's a really top-notch piece of defending. Could be a chance to break. Could be dangerous. To reduce the arrears. And you've just witnessed a moment of truly high-class goalkeeping.
You're absolutely right. What a save.
Denied. Perez. Just cutting off the supply. Ndoye. Super pass. And there is the goal! Well, that changes the equation, and they have the momentum now. Will it happen for them? And just over the bar, albeit narrowly. Ndoye. Here's Camara. Oh, useful ball to level matters. Well, a powerful effort, but not threatening the goalkeeper, and he'll be disappointed. In possession, Perez. Just trying to keep their opponents on their toes with the passing game. Well, honestly, I didn't mean to jinx them. Just wasn't a very good pass, finally. Counter-attacking possibilities. Chance to set up an equaliser from the corner. Playing it in. And easily intercepted. Here's Camara. Ndoye. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Oh, great piece of individual skill.
Yeah, that's a nice bit of play.
Surely. Will it be? Oh, it's in! And that might be the goal that clinches it for them. No looking back now, surely. And flying forwards here. Ndoye. Determined defending. Well, on you go, says the referee. Advantage. Promising possession, this. Very quick thinking there. Now counter-attacking possibilities. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. He fancies it. And striking the crossbar. Who can they pick out? Well, the keeper grabs it. Porto have given us away. Full time then. And how about that for 3 points? 3 important So the first half begins. Let's see what unfolds. And danger averted. Well read. Can he do it? In position. He's done it! And that changes the title dynamic considerably.
Well, they're left with a mountain to climb now. We need to see a quick response.
Sudakov. And moving it forward. But nothing comes of it. Difficult to stop him. And Benfica come away with it. Intelligent threaded pass here. Is it going to be? And a goal! Bingo! It could happen for them today.
And what a crucial goal that could be in the title race. They need to keep pushing, though. They do need another.
And that is offside. Trying to craft something. Well, it did look threatening, but the keeper is happy to claim it. And they've created space. Just the challenge that was required. Luca Bacchio. Big chance. Oh, that's super defending. Oh, and a penalty has been awarded. Big moment here. Can they get themselves ahead? And slotted home. Well, his heart might have been fluttering, but he didn't show it. A goal from the spot. And finding their flow. Can he put it away? That levels it. And my goodness, different equation now.
Well, that really has made it interesting. They've got to get their minds back on this one.
Evangelos Pavlidis. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Could be dangerous. Could be. And a goal! Another one! Two in quick succession. No wonder they're celebrating. Luca Bacchio. Surely. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Evangelos Pavlidis. He's in behind. On his own with only the keeper to beat. But he's missed it, Stuart.
Well, he went for power, but he didn't make the perfect connection. That's why he's missed the target there.
Here's Camara. Oh, they'll be disappointed. It looked promising. A chance then for the respective managers. So the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway. Nelson Oliveira. Oh, genuine chance. And able to get a body in the way. Well, now they have possession. Oh, great play. Well, defending always has to be a team effort. Good piece of covering. Good work from Benfica to win the ball back. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. Opportunity. And he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him. And he's having a field day. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Fine pass. Oh, that's splendid play. They've found the net. And who knows, it could be the goal that wins them the championship.
Well, it's theirs for the taking now. Will that be the defining moment?
Evangelos Pavlidis. That's a good-looking pass. Pavlidis. Splendid block. Well, they've won themselves a corner and a chance perhaps to add an additional goal for security. Well, unable to direct it on the target and a goal kick to come. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Oh, good-looking run. Oh dear, up a dead end. It was promising.
Well, Benfica haven't seen enough of the ball, as those stats will tell us. But their speed of attack when they win the ball back has been breathtaking. It's been a really good performance from them so far.
Yes, a really effective performance all in all. Oh, beating him comprehensively. Not a good pass.
Yeah, that really is a sloppy pass, isn't it?
Can he finish? There it is! Magical moment. Surely one hand on the trophy.
Well, history beckons. Surely they can't throw this away now.
Well, there's a living, breathing example of positional sense. And showing the importance of width. But they dealt with the threat posed. Nelson Oliveira. Oh, big moment. And that's the hat-trick. Tearing apart this defence time and again. They simply can't handle him. Real chance. Well, they pulled one back, but perhaps a bit too late in this contest. They haven't been at the races this evening. Barreiro. Sudakov. Will it go in? And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. The final whistle, and they've only gone and clinched the title. And we're off. The first half begins with plenty of anticipation in the air. And here's the 11 for Hungary.
Well, although it's down as a 4-5-1, it's more likely to be three players in behind the main centre-forward, and those three are key to this team's creativity.
And the starting 11 for Czechia.
Well, in this shape, if their wide players stay high up the pitch and get enough of the ball, it's a very attacking lineup. But if they drop too deep, they will then leave the centre-forward isolated, and it could be difficult for them.
Real determination in the challenge. A throw in here. The attack showed promise. Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, he's a good technical player. He can see a pass, he can beat a defender, and he's good in tight areas. He'll certainly be a joy to watch today.
Can they forge ahead? Well, they would have done had it not been for the keeper.
Well, they should be ahead now. Yes, it was a good save, Derek, but he should score from there.
And Hungary with the ball again. Orban. Trying to tee it up. And the flag has gone up, just when he looked ready to pounce, perhaps.
Well, he was just too static in the end, which is a shame because that was a dangerous situation.
And teammates around him. Kral. Well, the attack fizzled out. Likes to run with the ball at his feet. Vitic. Tomasz Souček. And he's through here. And really tried to blast that one.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why he hit it so strongly.
Nudge. Soboslai. Danger building. Nudge. Timely intervention. Really fine piece of defending play to break it up. Shalai. Just cutting off the supply. Vasil Couchet. Can he convert? Oh, fully stretched. Let's see about the delivery. And what a fantastic save! That header looked net-bound. Well, an opportunity here for them to get their noses in front from the corner. Well, nearly shaving the post with that header. Gruber. Souček. Schulz. Adam Chlozek. Pavel Schulz. Tomasz Souček. Oh, it might be. A goal! 1-0. A fully deserved advantage based on what we've seen. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of... So the referee's whistle and into the second act of the drama. Shalai. Well, he's given us away. Could be threatening. Spot on with that tackle. Well, they've won themselves a corner and a chance perhaps to add an additional goal for security. Could be more trouble. Up a disappointing dead end. And cutting it out.
Yeah, that's the way to win the ball back. Good reading of the game.
Moving the ball forward, how creative can they be? And let's give credit to the defending. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
After a slow start where he was tightly marked, he got better and better as the first half went on, and he got his reward with that goal. I'm looking forward to his second half display.
And playing it through. Oh, chance! And you've got to credit that magnificent piece of defending. Gruber. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Martin Vitic. Well read to win possession back. Well, it's turned into a bit of a slog out there. Chance here. Oh, a smart stop. Who can he pick out? This could be the equaliser. And it's in! All square again. What a match this is turning out to be. Sofal. Tomasz Souček. Vladimir Sofal. Well, he has the measure of his opponent. Too easy. Far too easy. And it's opening up. Oh, off the post. So near. On to Kerkez. Joltnaj. Soboslai. Could we see some late drama here? But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Just 10 minutes to go. Oh, good idea. And he's made the run. And a goal! At this stage of the game, it might be decisive. And just look at their supporters. Shalai. Forward they go, chasing the game. Looking for a hole in the defence. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Well, this game will shortly be history, and the home side appear to be on the wrong end of the scoreline. Give us your take.
Well, it's been a fairly even match, but at key moments they've just been second best. They could have defended better for the goals, and they've missed opportunities at the other end. It'll be a disappointing result if it stays this way.
And the referee has blown for full time. Who saw... stylish as football. And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion.
Can he finish it here?
Vital block there. Now sending it in. Went in strongly to win the ball. Oh, good idea. Oh, that's a super piece of defending.
Well, that's a good turnover, isn't it?
And the starting lineup for Denmark.
Well, it's regarded as a negative shape, but if they control the middle of the park, play some expansive football, the wide players can then come in field to join the centre forward, and the fullbacks can push on. Let's hope they do that today.
Gruber. Well, a textbook interception. This is the lineup for the visitors today.
Well, I'm just a little worried. They might be too negative here. They're certainly going to be hard to break down with that five-man midfield, but will they have an...
Eriksson! Determined defending. So, deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Well, possibilities in the centre. And it's gone in from Christian Eriksen, the opening goal of this contest. Well, using the space really well, you've got to say. So Bosley. Oh, surely! Marvellous anticipation. Højlund. Anders Dreyer. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Showing good situational awareness. So Bosley. And the through ball. And it goes! The leveller! Thrilling stuff here. An impressive run. And making sure there was no danger in the end. Can they forge ahead? Oh, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. Skov Olsen. Højlund. Smart defending.
Just saw what was coming, didn't he?
Gruber. Shalai. Could be threatening. This for the lead. Looked like a certain goal, but that's a great challenge. Must be. It's gone in. And well, he might celebrate on the back of that. This is an excellent run. So Bosley. Shalai. What an important piece of defending. And the flag has gone up, just when he looked ready to pounce, perhaps.
Well, he was just too static in the end, which is a shame because that was a dangerous situation.
So the referee's whistle as the action is restarted. Højlund. Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done. Sobosloy. Flowing here, but it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Skov Olsen. Teammates available. Deciding to go inside. Oh, genuine chance. The game has been turned on its head. They have never stopped believing, and now they sense victory. Intelligent defending. Roland Shalai. Can he finish? Oh, and it goes! And that is simply vivacious on the volley. Take a bow, take several bows. The degree of difficulty was high, but you wouldn't know it. What a skill to possess. Absolutely marvellous. Højlund. A very good tackle. Skipping away. And he's keen on cutting in, but nothing comes of it. Gruber. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Hjulmand. Well, they're moving it around with real purpose here. Well, promised much, but delivered little in the final analysis.
Well, you can see what he was trying to do, but in the end, he got it all wrong.
Dreyer. And possibilities here. And he's gone into an illegal position, unfortunately. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Decent pass. A goal! They're absolutely racing away with this. 3 to the good now. Roland Shalai. That's a superb challenge.
Oh, top-class defending there.
Now, who can he play it to? Well, it came to nothing in the end. Skov Olsen. Hjulmand. Oh, that's a really good run. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display. Well, showing good defensive judgment. Well, they have the ball again. Oh, superb skill. Oh, that's great defending. Now sending it in. Well, in fairness, not the greatest of headers. And the final whistle.
Team that controls the flow of the game, and that for me is the area that's key today.
And the starting 11 for Ukraine.
Well, it can be seen as a very defensive shape, but if they have good athletes in midfield, which they have, who are ready to break forward as soon as possession...
Sorry, Stuart, look at this! And a goal! Just what the fans wanted to see. The ideal way to begin. Sudakov. Might lead to a chance. Textbook defending inside the box. Wonderfully weighted pass. Dreyer. Oh, breezing past him. Blocking it. Oh, goalkeeping heroics.
Well, he's done brilliantly there. He's reacted so quickly to that shot.
Can he deliver it with accuracy? Attack looks promising. Sudakov. And defensive play to be applauded.
Well, nice approach play, but the final pass wasn't quite good enough.
It's a bit of a struggle for both sides to keep the ball right now. Oh, he's lost possession of the ball. And a goal! Cause for celebrations again. 2 in front. Sudakov. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Skov Olsen. Oh, nice ball. Georgi Sudakov. Playing with a flow and intensity. And just flicked off the defender, so a corner coming up.
Well, these fans can sense an opportunity here. They need to make the most of this corner.
Viktor Tsigankov. Real chance. And there it is! Still life left in this game, and they have the momentum now. Can he do it? Perhaps now. They've gone and scored again. They're doing everything in their power to make sure they're not pegged back. Vitaly Mikolenko. And a disappointing pass.
That was far too easily given away.
Rasmus Højlund. The danger not over. And it goes! A 3-goal cushion, and you truly sense it's a matter of how many. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time. So underway again into the second half, and it has certainly been a commanding performance so far. Referee intervening. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Showing good situational awareness.
Well, he's done so well to read the pass. Clever bit of play.
Rasmus Højlund. And quick thinking defensively. Is it going to be? No let-up on the pressing front. Well, a joy to watch. Viktor Tsigankov. Loves to cut in from the wide areas. Oh, big moment! And the keeper. More than equal to the task. And that's easy peasy for the keeper. Superb effort to keep it in. Well, this could really help the cause. Timely intervention. Now counter-attacking possibilities. And a disappointing end to that. Fine ball from Eriksson. Oh, what a save! Let's see about the delivery.
Well, as those stats tell us, their attacking play today has been exceptional. Defenders have come out at the right time, the midfielder completely dominated the game, and the front players...
Oh, look at this, they must score! A goal! An exceptional performance, this! 4 to the good now! Mikolenko. Oh, good skill, and he's managed to beat his man.
Breezed past him, didn't he?
This could be troublesome. And he's apparently veered into an offside position, Stuart.
Well, that's tight, really tight. But he was just too anxious to make his run. He was in, though.
And teammates around him. But really sticking to their task defensively. Nicely played. And how about that for a save? Tsigankov. Well, a touch too heavy there. Christian Eriksen threads it through. Opportunity here. Looked like a certain goal, but that's a great challenge. Anders Dreyer. Just 1 minute of stoppage times. He fancies it. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellent. And there it is. What a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and we're just moments... Good evening and welcome ahead of what should be a pulsating night of football. My name is Derek Ray and my commentary partner as usual is Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's Sweden and they take on Ukraine.
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here, try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
And that is offside. Here's the starting 11 for Sweden.
Well, it's a flat 4-5-1, which would suggest they're going to try and play on the counter-attack. However, that will only work if they don't drop too deep and can't support the main striker.
And the starting 11 for Ukraine.
Well, they're starting in a very solid 4-5-1, but they transition really quickly.
Oh, big chance here. Oh, wow. Brilliant defending. Elanga. Just cutting off the supply. Always difficult to predict in advance who might decide a game, but you could make a strong case for this man, I think, Stuart. What are you expecting to see from him?
Well, I expect...
And they might forge ahead. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Eliasson. And intercepted it. Incisive pass. Oh, and that is an audacious chip. Well, he might smile. The goalkeeper has no interest in smiling. Larsson. Untidy to lose the ball. Beautifully weighted ball. Well, that's going to go down as offside.
Well, he couldn't quite release it quickly enough, and the flag went up.
Victor Gyökeres decides to shoot, and a really good diving stop. Trying to pick out a teammate, and that is not going to help the cause. The header well off the mark. Mikolenko. Teammates available. Incisive ball. And a goal it is. But offside is the verdict.
Well, it's a good finish, but he was just offside. Great decision by the assistant.
And danger averted. Well read. Chance to shoot. And didn't miss by very much in the end.
Yeah, just couldn't keep it on target.
Well, the attack looks promising. Crossing opportunity. Threading it. A goal! Real excitement. A back and forth type of game. Now they're level. Victor Gyökeres. Eliasson. There to take it away. Viktor Tsigankov. Oh, they'll be disappointed. It looked promising. And in with a real chance. And a goal it is to put them in front again. No less than they deserve. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. To level matters. Oh, a challenge of the highest order. And so it is, the first half story has been written. So underway once again. Who will grab the stage in this second half? Elanga went in strongly to win the ball. Oh, he's left his marker for dead. Opportunity. And that was a really high-end piece of goalkeeping.
Well, what can you say? That is excellent from the...
And a goal, the equaliser. Superb entertainment. Well, nicely cut out. Here's Larsson. Flowing here. Just narrowly off target. Now a decent position. Referee intervening. Delivered into the box. Not a convincing clearance. Konoplia. Takes it on. Will this corner bear fruit for them? Playing it in. Danger still on. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Larsson. Eliasson. And on to Kulusevski. On the offensive. But really sticking to their task defensively. And given acres of space to attack here. Appear to be in two minds. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. Delivering it. Victor Gyökeres. Alert defending. In a decent position. Oh, great attacking play. And just over the bar. Excellent effort it was. Vitaly Mykolenko. And into the last 15 minutes of action. Now what can they do from here? Must take the lead here. Elanga. And in the right position to make sure it didn't go all the way through.
Well, he's done really well there. What a great interception.
And on the front foot, this is great theatre. Can they forge ahead? How good was that? Struggling to keep the ball. And given free rein to run. Could be. Oh, a magnificent save to keep it even.
Well, that has just about kept his team in it here. That's a remarkable save from that sort of distance.
Gyökeres. Oh, they might win it. And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front. Well, getting it forward, but they need an equaliser. And this could be threatening. That's a good-looking shot. Oh, a goal! An equaliser in the close. So, underway here. Let's see what this game has in store for us. And the starting 11 for Czechia.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the wingers play today. Will they stay high and wide? Will they come in field and support the centre?
There's the shot. Wasn't really difficult for the goalkeeper in the end. Kral. Pavel Schulz. Czerny. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Svanberg. Might work out. Oh, big opportunity. Well, good technique in terms of how he struck it. Czerny. Schulz. Vasil Couchet. Oh, he's lost possession of the ball. There it is, the opening goal of this match, and what a start they've made. Pavel Schulz. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Chances on. And a goal! Another one! Two in quick succession. No wonder they're celebrating. Eliasson. A bit wasteful in possession from Sweden. How did they let that attack come to an end?
Really snuffed out the danger there.
Individual brilliance. But a good piece of tidying up. And support available. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. And a brisk run. This is an excellent run. Gyökeres. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Kral. Couché. And the ball back with Sweden here. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Oh, to trim back the lead. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. Who's going to get on the end of it? A goal! Just what they needed. Still plenty of life in this match. Well, successfully cut out. Vasil Couché. Really good challenge. Well, he's certainly not alone. Oh, managing to beat him. Oh, it might be. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. The first half here comes to... So the referee's whistle as the action is restarted. And he did well to cut it out. Chance maybe to use the counter-attacking ability to good effect. Well, it looked so promising, but it all comes to nothing. Klojek. And quick thinking defensively. Svanberg. Plenty of support here. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Well, I think he's had a decent first half. He's been the one player that looks as though he could drag his team back into this. He can certainly affect the game.
Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. The defenders know you can't really allow space like that. Will it go in? And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day in superb scoring form. Svanberg. In a decent position. And let's give credit to the defending. That's a good-looking ball. And the flag raised. Offside it is. Possession one. Teammates in the middle. And the degree of difficulty wasn't all that high in terms of the save. Eliasson. 20 minutes to go. And possession lost there. High quality defending. Adam Klojek. Well, gifting away possession. Adam Klojek. Could pose a threat on the counter. and should have been so much more incisive.
Yeah, they were so alert to the counter there.
Can he put it away? The concession of a corner here. Now sending it in. Well, I thought that might just sneak in, but terrific goalkeeping. And a goal to settle the issue once and for all. So they restart the game, but that goal truly feels like the final nail. Five minutes left. Released it nicely. And just blotting out the danger. Klojek. Couché. Will it happen for them? Gives it a go. And there we have it. The referee blows for full time and the bad run continues. You just feel their title hopes now could be... The two coach. Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. My name is Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson. And with the title perhaps slipping away, a positive performance is a prerequisite if they are to remain in the hunt. It's Czechia versus Hungary.
Well, they have to get 3 points today, otherwise it's over. And I think they have to throw caution to the wind. At times this season, they've been too negative. Let's hope they fight right till the end.
Well, attacking possibilities. And the confidence to take him on. A goal! Oh dear, how significant could that be in deciding who takes the title?
Well, that's a massive blow for them. They need a goal quickly here.
Souček. And an astute piece of defending. Now, who can he play it to? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Pavel Schultz. Oh, moving it nicely. Well, he's been ruled offside. It's a neat move. Well, you really have to applaud the ambition. Well read to put an end to that attack. Well, this looks really productive. What can they do from this position? And let's give credit to the defending. Gruber. Václav Černý. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Could be threatening, but not quite what was needed. I really thought they were going to open up the defence. Couché. Roland Shalai. Bendegus Bola. A really good pass. Real chance. Oh, onto the woodwork. Oh, it's gone in. From bad to worse. Scant evidence of a title party here. Far from it.
Well, this certainly wasn't in the script, was it? I just can't see them getting back into this one.
Fancies it. And taken cleanly by the goalkeeper. Shalai. Well, they kept us shape defensively. Job done for now. Oh, good-looking pass. And they couldn't make it happen in front of goal. My goodness, they need a boost.
Well, big chance to reduce the deficit, but it's been totally wasted. That was a poor effort.
And cutting it out.
That was excellent defending.
Schultz. And making headway. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Well, this could really help the cause. Could be. Oh, that's high-level defending. And so it is, the first half story has been written. So back underway, the second half begins. So Bosloy. Nudge. Very effective pass. Chance to finish. Klojek. Václav Černý. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Good visualisation and execution. And that's really well read. Oh, it's on! And able to get a body in the way. Oh, that's splendid play. That is tackling of the highest order.
That was a goal-saving challenge, no doubt about that.
Could pull one back here. Oh, a goal! And an own goal at that. Well, not part of the script, was it? Kerkez. Flowing here. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. A room to roam on the wing. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Schultz. Kral. Passing it around as the search goes on for an equaliser. And a goal! Bingo! It could happen for them today.
And what a crucial goal that could be in the title race. They need to keep pushing, though. They do need another.
So Bosley. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Well, they could break at pace. And should have been so much more incisive. So Bosley. Gruber. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Can he find the right pass? And snuffing out the danger. Tomasz Souček. Still pushing for a winner. Souček. Well, let's put it this way. They will still have a chance to win the title.
Yeah, they'll be fully aware that if they concede now, their season is effectively over. I'd like to see them take the initiative over the final few minutes, though. They could really do with the 3 points here.
And that move comes to an end. Goal kick. That is a magnificent run. That's a good pass. Oh, but there's defensive diligence for you when things look dangerous. Czerny. Schultz. Promising pass. And the fourth official confirming that we'll have one additional minute. Can they push ahead in the closing stages? And look at this! Oh, they've done it! They forged ahead! At full time then, the task facing them was to win the game, to keep the title race. Good evening and welcome ahead of what should be a pulsating night of football. I'm Derek Ray, ready here on the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfielder Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It's Hungary against Denmark.
Well, a quick start to the game is all important here today, and I'm sure both managers will have drilled that into the players. But they also have to play with composure and a tactical understanding. It should be a good game.
Oh, wait a minute. They could be in here. And a goal! They start as they mean to continue. They make the opening statement. Dreyer. Teammates available. Will it open up? Oh, good hands. Full credit. And away from trouble. And that's a corner. And the opportunity goes a-begging. He decided to hit that with power rather than going for placement. Roland Shalai. Did look as though they had attacking momentum, but not so.
That was really good defending.
And it's a quality pass. But he drifted into an offside position.
Well, he just thought about the pass for a fraction too long, and that's why it's offside.
Gruber. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Good-looking move. Must be. Oh, a chance to put them in an even better position.
Well, he's got to hit the target there. What a waste that is.
Anders Dreyer. Oh, nice ball over the top. Well, that attack collapsed completely. There's the shot. And taken cleanly by the goalkeeper. Bola. Intercepted effortlessly. Dreyer. Such an ambitious run. And just like that, broken up.
Well, that was how to defend the edge of the box.
Christian Eriksen now. Eriksen lost possession. Gruber. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Hjulmand. So Bosley, plenty of support here, but quick thinking defensively. Well, sloppy from both sides, you have to say. Anders Dreyer. Well read to win possession back. Might lead to a chance. So Bosley. It's looking promising. Can he score? And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. Who's going to get on the end of it? And oh, chance! Well, it looked so promising, but a goal kicked the outcome.
I think they could have done better there.
If you're wondering about stoppage time, 1 minute to be added on. Eriksen. Eriksen! No shortage of excitement. Level again. No wonder they're excited. So into the second half, and it would take a brave person to predict the outcome of this one. Nice looking move, this. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Now, can they hit them on the counter? There to win it back. Oh, good idea. And defensive play to be applauded. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. Gruber. Kerkez. Well, made it look routine, but read it well.
Good anticipation there, it really was.
Well, Christian Eriksen, a player with a tremendous eye, Stuart, and using it to good effect.
Well, it was a vital goal and at a crucial time, you have to say. Certainly changes the complexion of the game now, but it's whether they can take the momentum into the second half, as they've struggled at times today.
Skov Olsen. And players waiting in the centre. Can they forge ahead? They do! And you've got to say they're good value for the lead. And look at this! Oh, there it is! A back-and-forth sort of match. Now they're level again. The lead lasted merely minutes. Well, this looks really productive. What can they do from this position? Oh, he looks threatening. Well, defensive resilience in the end, that's all that matters. Now breaking at pace, potential danger. And should have been so much more incisive. Højlund. Intelligent threaded pass here. This for the lead. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations. And he read it well. Nudge. Well, into an attacking position. It's not too late for them. Morten Hjulmand. Well read to ease the pressure. Soboslai. Oh, that's splendid play. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. Well, offside, unfortunately. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. How about the cross? Oh, a goal! That levels it in the closing phase of this game. long. And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as usual, is Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It's Denmark, and they take on Ukraine.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
That's a good-looking ball. Well, the keeper had to intervene, under a bit of pressure there. And the starting lineup for Denmark.
Well, it's a flat 4-5-1, which would suggest they're going to try and play on the counter-attack. However, that will only work if they don't drop too deep and can't support the main striker.
Chance to put them in front. There it is, the opening goal of this match, and what a start they've made. Sudakov. It's with Matvienko. Konoplia. Now with Zabanyi. Matvienko. Viktor Tsigankov. And a lot to like about this attack. Skov Olsen. Vitaly Mykolenko. Vitaly Mykolenko. Tsigankov. Well, they're behind, but they might be onto something here. Well, it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. And bursting forward. Seemingly no one can stop him. Well read to put an end to that attack. Tsigankov. Well, that took confidence. Real chance. And a goal, the equaliser. Superb entertainment. Challenge sending the ball over the touchline. And possession changing hands. And teammates to play it to. Well, the attack petered out.
Well, they were nice and compact there and defended that fairly easily.
Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Viktor Tsigankov. Released it nicely. The cross is on. Oh, it's on! Oh, great save!
Well, what reflexes from the keeper. That's a top-class save.
Well, the defender deserves a bit of credit, to be fair.
Yeah, I think you have to give credit to the defending there. Just enough pressure to put him off at that vital moment.
And the whistle is sounded for... So the referee's whistle as the action is restarted. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Mikolenko. Getting in there to intercept. Højlund. Anders Dreyer. Could be! Oh, that's a clever ball. A good and fair challenge. Georgi Sudakov. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, he stepped forward for his team with the equaliser. It could prove to be the key turning point in this contest, as they haven't been at their best today. You do feel they need to find another gear in the second half, though, if they are to go on and win it.
Oh, they could be in here, Stuart. And this time it's in! Fabulous goal! And just look at the celebrations. Christian Eriksen now. Eriksen! They just couldn't stay in front. And now this match is all square. Sigankov. Able to create room here. Well, possibilities inside the box. Konoplia. It's with Mikolenko. Georgi Sudakov. Now a decent position. Vigorous defending. A chance now with the corner. Who can he pick out? Not the clearance that was called for. And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front. Attacking with vigour. Christian Eriksen now. Morten Hjulmand. And a confident clearance.
Well, no frills, but it's effective, that's for sure.
Sigankov. Read it well. On the attack in the closing phase. This could level it, but denied by the keeper. And at this late stage in the proceedings, it could be highly significant.
Well, it could be a huge moment, Derek. So little time left now.
And not a header that was ever really going to trouble the goalkeeper. Oh, a real lapse by the keeper. Chance here. Wasn't going to let that one get through. Well, nearing full time, and here's the question. Are they going to come up just that little bit short? Your thoughts?
Well, they're still in with a chance here, but can they produce one more big moment before the end? Mind you, this has been a really good game.
Danger building to level matters. A goal! Sheer excitement. Level again here. Well, they've restarted the game, and it's 3 apiece. And with that, the 90... Exciting night of football. I'm Derek Ray at the microphone, and joining me for match commentary is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Ukraine, and they take on Sweden.
Well, this should be a decent game today. Both managers will have a game plan. Both teams have a certain style of play, and both sides will want to start quickly. I'm looking forward to this.
Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. And the lineup for the home side.
Well, it's a 4-5-1, so they will be very compact out of possession, but they'll need to break forward quickly when they win the ball back, and key to that will be the wide players. This should be a really interesting game.
Can he put them in front? And the post denied him. And I think the threat has been averted.
Well, they've started the game really brightly, and that was so close to taking the lead.
Yes, so near indeed, but now they've got to concentrate on... And a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open. Intercepted effortlessly. Can he find the right pass? Gives it a go. Oh, strained every sinew to get there. Who's going to get on the end of it? And opting for power over placement, but not the desired result. Larsson. And now with Kulusevski. And bursting forward. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. That's a good pass. Can he? And it's gone in. The team's separated by 2 goals now. You cannot say they don't deserve it. And the pass deftly cut out. Yaremchuk. Oh, in with a chance. Strong hand on that one.
Well, I have to say, that was a fine save, which just about keeps this game alive.
Couldn't find a teammate. Throw in here. Good work from Sweden to win back possession. Oh, it might be! And foiled by the post. The attack ended disappointingly.
Well, they just can't get back into this game. The woodwork on that occasion just denying them.
Well, it should boost their confidence, but they can't afford to drop their guard at the other end. Committed challenge. And fed forwards. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Kulusevski. Fine pass. Well, decent effort, but not troubling the keeper too much. Trying his luck. And a really effective parry by the goalkeeper. And a throw-in forthcoming. Very effective pass. Real chance. And he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him. And he's having a field day. And away they go again. The second half is up and running. And space for him to cut in. Ready to fire. Well, how has he kept that out?
Yeah, agile, athletic and sharp. What a good save that was.
Well, a harmless effort when all is said and done. And in the right position to make sure it didn't go all the way through. Oh, that's splendid play. Oh, big moment. Splendid block.
Well, that's how to defend in those situations.
And losing the ball there. Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. Inexplicably, it fizzled out. Pretty comfortable piece of defending. And lost the ball. Sweden recovering possession well. It's a neat move. Well, read that magnificently. Weighted well. And a fine tackle. Takes it on. That is how to keep it out of the net. Dejan Kulusevski. Eliasson. Oh, the challenge was spot on.
What a piece of defending that was.
Thoughtful play. And what a close shave it was. And in the right position to read it. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Teammates available. Could be a goal here, giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it. Well, he's given us away. Larsson. That's a good-looking pass. Really good build-up, but no end product.
Well, they made some good decisions there.
Intercepted effortlessly. Can he get one back? Super challenge! Wow! 5 minutes left. Has a go! Oh, top goalkeeping! Let's see about the delivery. Oh, still danger! Well, they'll try to keep the pressure on in the form of another corner. And a relatively straightforward save for the keeper. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. The final whistle is sound. chance for the... And away we go, the first half of this game. Here's the starting 11 for Sweden.
Well, in this 4-5-1, as you would expect, it's a very compact back four, a midfield five with a mixture of qualities, and a front player who will threaten the space in behind the opposition. It looks a good team to me.
And the starting 11 for Czechia.
Well, in this 4-5-1, the striker has to threaten the space in behind, just to stretch the opposition, which will then allow the midfield players space to show their quality. I'm looking forward to seeing them play today.
Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, Whitey's a very good player.
Oh, it's in! And as things stand, they will be crowned champions.
Well, they're in the driving seat. Can they now see this through?
Svanberg. Good-looking move. This could level it. There is the equaliser, and the title race takes yet another compelling twist.
Well, that puts a spanner in the works. They've got to refocus here.
Kral. Now opening things up. Great defending.
Oh, such a vital block there.
Eliasson. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Can they create something from here? Annoyingly, there it breaks down. Anthony Elanga. Well, it did look promising, but no threat in the end. Adam Chlojek. Have to close him down. And the clearance there means a corner. Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, he didn't trouble the goalkeeper, but it wasn't a straightforward chance, you've got to say. Gudmundsson. Victor Gyökeres. Putting so much effort into winning back possession. He has teammates around him. Well, disappointing end to the move. Neither side really able to keep the ball for any significant length of time.
Well, both teams have been guilty of poor passing.
That's a good ball. Must take the lead here. A goal! Oh dear, how significant could that be in deciding who takes the title?
Well, that's a massive blow for them. They need a goal quickly here.
Regained possession. Thoughtful play. Oh, it might be. Oh, a challenge of the highest order. Nicely played. It's a neat move. And that is offside. Well, back and forth in terms of possession. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. So the referee's whistle as the action is restarted. Kral. Chlojek. Very quick thinking there. Plenty of support here. This looks more than decent. Opportunity. Oh, a goal on this massively important day. And any thoughts of a title cruise have hit the rocks.
Well, who would have thought this? I just can't see any way back for them now.
Plays with a positional sense that is second to none.
Yes, such a clever reader of the game, isn't he?
Václav Černý. And bursting forward. But they took care of the situation defensively. Eliasson. On to Gyökeres. And Sweden couldn't keep the ball. Couché. Skipping away. Well, his teammate got him out of trouble. Quick break could be on. And space available inside. And a very good challenge. The referee spotted the little nick on the way through, so a throw-in coming up. Larsson. Svanberg. Anthony Elanga. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Adam Hlozek. Decent position. Showing good defensive judgment. Adam Hlozek. Couché. A good and fair challenge. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. Well, unfortunately, it fizzled out in the end. Černý. Souček. Very effective pass. Can he put it away? Oh, my word. There's excellent timing for you. What a challenge.
What an important challenge that was.
That's a good ball. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. And the decision is one of offside here. Clever defending. Svanberg. Well, they knew what the objective was at the start of play. A positive result, a must, otherwise...
Can he finish it here?
In it goes! But wait a minute, that will not count.
Well, that was tight, but he was just offside. It was a good finish, though.
Infringement spotted. And flying forwards here. Is it going to be? Superbly read and executed. Eliasson. On to Gyökeres. Now what can they do from here? And an opening. There's the goal. Surely now, that is that. Full time then. The task facing them was to win the game, to keep